I can also
I also
fun games.
Is it fixed now?
Don't wanna play this game with just subtitles?
I once did a job interview like that. I couldn't get my audio to work, and I read the interviewer's captions and talked to her.
That's a lot of faith in
She got the job off.
automatic captioning. Oh yeah.
Oh, someone said that they can hear me.
Yes, but
Okay,
music
now we
is
can
super
hear
loud.
music is
but-
super loud.
We're getting there, folks.
And person in charge of music.
Okay, so I will try and power through the music. Hopefully you can all still hear me just fine. And so yes, thank you for being patient with all the tech gremlins as you've gotten to see them live. But Neon Lights Roleplay here is kicking off Pride Month with a game of WitchPunks. You can help us by fighting back against legal and social attacks on queer identities, communities, and their very existence. Tonight's one-shot will direct funds towards the Nova Prism Center at LGBTQIA+ Library and Community Center for Northern Virginia. If you just type !613 charity in the chat, like Eggchan has done, thank you so much, you can get more information on how to help and more about them. But on to tonight's game of WitchPunks, a story about witchy and punky identities and exploring yourself through those lenses. Tonight is the Battle of the Bands. Our players here are members of a local band who are competing for a chance to headline the city's Pride Fest. But I've done enough talking. Legitimately, I've done this twice now. You've heard me. Once you could hear me, once you couldn't. So let's start by getting to know everybody and the which they are playing. So we will start off with that corner up there, Tensei. If you could tell us who you are, who you're playing, and where we can find you.
Oh, hello. My name is Tensei. I will be playing Shell, they, them, the Glitch Witch Vandal. You can find me all over the internet at Tensei Dragon, TENSEIDRAGON, but we'll go into more of that later. Tonight, I play the group's PR, and by that I mean I use my glitchy witchy powers to book us gigs at places without their consent.
Okay. Hey, everybody has to start somewhere, and some people get a little bit of a witchy advantage. We'll start next with...
Sometimes you have to start with crime.
Exactly. I mean, you are punks and you are witches. What is a better start than crime? We'll go next to Kellen.
Alright. Hello, I'm Colin. I am more commonly known on the internet as Sonarfaith, SONARFAVE. You can find me on Twitter. Yeah, that's mostly where I'm at right now. The witch I am going to be playing, their name is Dahana. It's public spelling. Unfortunately, my captions aren't working at the moment, so I apologize, but hopefully my sound's coming okay. Going through okay. Dahana is the band's muscle, essentially. They're the big sibling, kind of the group a little bit, and they absolutely shred on an electric fiddle.
All right. Good to have a good electric fiddle in every punk band, proving that the violin is more than just yellow card. So, welcome. Next up, Max.
Hello. My name is Max. I use he, they pronouns. I am Arcane Goth on the internet. And tonight I am playing the band's bassist, Kestrel, also using he, they pronouns, because I don't know why I avoided playing characters with the exact same pronouns as me for like a year. I could just do it. And Kestrel is an anarchist sage with the animal friend craft.
Hell yeah. And last but certainly not least, Tori.
Hi, my name's Tori. You can find me everywhere on the internet as that nerd Tori. My pronouns are they, them, and that's also the pronouns of my character. I am playing Muffin, who is a Maker Maven spirit speaker and is the synth and keyboardist of this cool little punk band.
All right, and that is the crew of the Screaming Professionals, is the band name that we have decided on. So let's get into it. There is still about a day or so left before the Battle of the Bands here. You guys are a local favorite. You do have a good amount of fans around. I'm getting a little bit of echo from Sonar, just to let you know.
Sorry.
No worries. So this morning, the venue known as the Punk Palace has set up kind of a call sheet, letting the bands get in, get sound checked, just so they can have everything set up so that tomorrow will go well. As you guys are unloading your van, tell us a little bit, how does the process go for your band? Is everybody pitching in and getting stuff onto the stage, or is it just one person does it and everybody else stands around? Because I've known bands that do that.
I think we all help. I'd like to think we all work together.
Mm-hmm.
Not helping your bandmates is not punk.
No.
Yeah. I feel like our attack on this is sort of two-pronged, where everybody is getting all the stuff and like moving it into the venue and whatever, but Chell is up there arguing with some sort of management. It's like, no, we're supposed to be here. Check your records. We're supposed to be here. But they're all getting stuff set up, so it's very hard to say no to somebody who like has half of a stage already set up.
Well, thankfully, Chell, as you hop out of the van, you immediately go to that instinct, and as you're starting to lay into the guy, like, hey, no, we're supposed to be here. I have the guy's like, I'm sorry, like, I have it. Yeah, you guys are here, Screaming Professionals. You're second on the list. You good?
Yeah, of course. Cool. Thanks.
It scared me. I thought I messed something up there for a second. Yeah, no, if you guys just want to set up your stuff backstage, there's already a couple other bands setting up their stuff, but yeah, don't worry about it. It's just kind of like, whew, that was intense for 10 a.m. in the morning. But as you guys are getting loaded up, you see a familiar face kind of coming down the back alley. It is your friend, Tony, the longtime Screaming Professionals fan, your first true, legitimate, not just your mom telling you, yes, you sound nice, honey. As he comes around the corner, though, you do spot something. He's almost always wearing your merch. Usually it's plain white tees that he himself has drawn your logo on. But this time you see him wearing like actually spent money on it t-shirt for another band's logo that you are not familiar with, but the writing on it says they are the Cool Puppies. He's like, oh, hey guys, didn't know you were already setting up this early.
Yeah. What's that you got on there, friend?
Well, this is my new shirt. You guys like it? I think it was pretty cool.
Do I need to design some cooler shirts?
Oh no, it's not. I still like you guys. It's just these cool puppy guys.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure they're really cool. I was just sort of checking to make sure that I wasn't slacking on helping make some merch.
No, your guys' stuff is great. These guys are just cool. They came out of like nowhere, and then all of a sudden they're like everywhere. They're supposed to be playing before you guys too. I lost the button on my shirt.
Oh, so they're from here?
I think so. Yeah, no, it was super weird that we hadn't heard about him before, but Andy was talking about him. He said I should check him out, and I don't know, something about their music just like gets inside your head, man.
We'll have to
That's
check
not
them out.
suspicious at all.
It sounds a little suspicious. As I said, you guys are pretty popular in the scene, and you have not heard of these guys at all. So for them to kind of rocket up to where they're on your level is strange.
I think Muffin just smiles really, like, sweetly. Muffin's whole thing is polite menace.
The best kind of menace. But yeah, do you guys need help loading or anything? I can carry a few things.
Yeah. Old bass drum, shoulder, air drum.
Lost a little bit of what you said at the end there, Sonar.
Just imagine Dahonic is carrying a shit ton of stuff and, like, no issue. No, whatsoever.
They're pretty strong. They probably got that. So yeah, like, he's just kind of following you along like a little puppy as you load in. Do you guys have a particular way you like to set up, go through sound check? Yeah, tell me your guys' vibe kind of pre-show.
The show isn't for a while, so I personally wouldn't want to like put any cables in place or anything like so sturdily that they wouldn't be easily removed, so other groups can also do their. I think for Kestrel it's just pretty casual and quick. Like the amp doesn't need to be in the exact place that it's going to be in as long as everything is, you know, plugged in and working correctly.
I think Muffin just makes sure that the keyboard works, like presses a couple of keys, like ding, 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 and then just thumbs up and goes back to whatever knitting project that they've been working on.
Fellas, anything special you do?
No, my job normally takes longer. Like, this was weird. I'm kind of at a loss.
It is true, yeah. Usually you spend most of this, yeah, like you said, arguing to try and get a spot. So yeah, a little freer with your time. I'll say you spot. After this conversation, everybody is already kind of set up. Coming out from the backstage where other bands have been putting their stuff, you see a couple of obviously band guys you've never seen before, and they're wearing shirts with the well, one of them is wearing a shirt with the same logo that Tony had. Yes, they wear their own merch.
That's tacky.
Shameless.
But yeah, you see them just kind of walking past you to head out to their van at the loading dock.
Is there any way to do some kind of an investigation of them? Just a vibe check? Can I do a vibe check?
You can do a vibe check. Roll 2d6 to see what you can pick up from them. I'll let you add... Oh, go ahead.
Could I maybe add Spirit Speaker and ask the spirits for a vibe check?
Yes, that's what I was going to suggest. I'll let you do that.
Cool, so I add...
You have +1.
+1, okay. That's a 7 total.
Yeah, so as you eye them down and just kind of give them a real hard look as they pass, yeah, there is something off about them. You can't quite pick up on what it is, but some of the spirits that you normally communicate with, kind of like, you know, the voices on your shoulders, just, whoa, just, that's, don't know what's up with those guys. That is, stay away.
I'm picking up these vibes. And Muffin just turns to their bandmates and goes, Nope, they're up to no good.
They seem kind of uptight.
The vibes are atrocious.
Atrocious, questionable, rancid. Any negative word is their vibe. But yeah, they pretty quickly go about their business. They do catch you eyeing them up, Muffin, but they don't give you any mind. They kind of just, mean mug you back. What's up? Do something.
Muffin doesn't mean mug people. Muffin just smiles and waves.
Yeah. So then, they turn around and do that to you, and then they get met with the smile and the wave. No. They're weird. Keep going. Just forget them. Yeah, so far, you're in the Punk Palace. You kind of have a few hours before they're going to sound check and get everything ready for tomorrow. What would you guys like to get up to?
I think Shell is on their phone, going through recent social media and other accounts of these puppies, just to kind of see what's up, see what they're about, see if there's some sort of gimmick to their rise to fame. Are they buying fans or whatever the fuck?
Alright, yeah, we'll do 2d6 and we'll do +1 because I'll count that under Glitch Witch.
Whoa boy. Alright. 13.
I think that's good. Hold on, let me do my math. Yeah, I think that's good. So yeah. All of your bandmates have gotten very used to it with your magic. You don't even have to do the scrolling thing. You just literally hold your phone out and it brings it all in front of you. And yeah, going through the internet, it is weird. Through your magic, you can see the Google Trends. There is essentially nothing. A very large spike about 2 weeks ago. And through your searching, the best you can find is the only sort of social media buzz they have before this spike is a tweet or a non-copyrighted social media post from some company that they had been signed to Just Smile Baby Records. And that's the only thing you have before all of a sudden this flood of these guys are great, oh my god, I found my next favorite band, and they just explode.
Do we know anything about this record company, or?
Yeah, they are a very small record label just outside of your town. Yeah, they're up and coming. They've tried to sign a few bands. None of them ever seem to really go anywhere. You guys have never been signed by them. You kind of get weird vibes off of them. So yeah, to see that they actually made a good business decision seems strange.
All right.
But Tony seems to really dig him, man, and he's Tony.
Can't believe Tony would betray us like this unless something seriously fishy is up.
Tony's allowed to listen to more than one band. He didn't betray us.
It feels like a betrayal.
They seem like a bunch of jerks. Yeah, sure. But he probably doesn't know that.
That's why I'm saying there's got to be something going on. The vibes are bad.
I've got one earbud in on my phone, just listening to Cool Puppies music. Is it good?
That will be entirely up to your taste as Chell, but it is how do I describe it? It is basic straight white guy music with a tiny bit of shoegaze funk to it.
Oh, then absolutely not.
Yeah. And like, I thought I had a thought. I don't. Ow.
This makes the fact that they want to headline Pride more suspicious.
Guys, this is bland. This is like...
Do you guys think that they're industry plans? Why would someone even do that in this town? Why not just like skip it and go immediately to non-copyrighted talk tick?
Maybe they're trying to ruin Pride.
Nobody fucking ruins Pride.
It's true.
Not here.
That doesn't mean that they won't try.
It was also true. Good points being made.
And if they try, we make sure that nobody ruins Pride.
That is also very true. So we have to beat them, right? We have to like ruin them, ruin their career.
I mean, we're gonna beat everybody here, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there are a couple different options for how you could go about beating them. You could try and beat them just fair and square. You do know, Shell, through your glitch witching, your 13, they are on the list tonight to sound check in about an hour. If you want to stick around and just hear them live and see if there's something about them. Otherwise, it's really up to you guys how you want to go about this.
I think we need to do more investigating. Just like a little like music espionage type of thing. I mean, we're all in the same building, right?
Maybe we can go backstage and pretend to be messing around with some equipment, like display stuff for the show, and see if we can get a look at their rig and stuff like that.
I like it.
Yeah, so heading inside, you guys don't have to do anything elaborate to get backstage access. You are a band that is playing, so they welcome you back there. And you can see, kind of playing to what you've already learned, you can tell which stuff is theirs, because there's no stickers on it. It is pristine. Nobody has banged their guitar against the stage in anger once. If you didn't know any better, you'd think this stuff had not been played at all.
Ooh.
Muffin's horrified by the lack of stickers.
Yeah, like not even one sticker.
Right. Yeah.
Not even their own stickers?
Yeah, seriously. Even if
They're wearing...
their own stuff.
Yeah, they're wearing their own merch, but they don't have their own stickers plastered over their equipment.
The first merch you make is stickers. You don't go right to t-shirts.
Sometimes you draw stickers on little like name tag labels from office.
Yeah.
See, that's the true punk DIY mindset that WitchPunks goes for. Cool puppies, not so much. Yeah, their gear is just sitting there.
I vibe check the gear.
I feel like we've already vibe checked the gear.
Yeah, we've already...
Automatically vibe checked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you roll me Spirit Speaker again?
Cool. I just want to know if there's like any enchantments on this
Yeah.
gear. I need Muffin to be well. That's 2 1s, so that's a 3 total. So Muffin's gonna continue to look like a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah. Pepe Sylvia. Pepe Sylvia.
But hey, take a charm.
I do take a charm.
You do
Hell
take
yeah.
a charm. So yeah, checking it out. You make of this what you will, Muffin. but the fact that the spirits have absolutely nothing to tell you is odd in and of itself.
I still think there's something going on with these people. That's more than just generic bad music.
I mean, if there's not even a scratch on their gear, that definitely seems like an issue. Yeah.
We're gonna have to see how they sound check.
We actually like went back with them, right?
Cool Puppies isn't currently backstage right now.
Okay.
Yeah, they kind of, they had just finished loading up as you guys were starting, and so they were going back to park their van, and, get out of the loading dock.
There's no way that they bought new gear just for this, right? Like, I mean, yeah, it's the Battle of the Bands, but...
Yeah, but you don't want to break in new gear at a Battle of the Bands. You want gear that you know and you feel and you have a connection with.
Yeah, unless they're like really corporate, which they sound like. So whatever, we don't have to worry about these guys. They're fucking appearance over substance. Nobody cares. Nobody here will care.
But Tony actually
cares.
likes them. And everybody likes him because he's great.
That is true. They do have a lot of buzz online, too.
There's something going on here because there's no stickers.
And we stick one of our band stickers on one of their amps.
Yes!
100%.
You can. There is no magical repelling force, and unfortunately this isn't D&D, so I can't pull the classic mimic. But it is warm, warmer than you were expecting. And it's hard to tell because it has been probably sitting in their van overnight and it is summer. But still, it's warm enough that you take note of it.
I think Kestrel touches it and then pulls their hand away and then puts the back of their hand like it's like a sick person's forehead, like you're checking a fever. Muffin, touch this.
Touches it.
That's overheating, right? Is it actually plugged in right now?
It is not.
There's no way.
I hold up the loose end of the outlet or the wire.
I mean, if it didn't look totally pristine, I think maybe it's old and broken. But it's clearly not. See?
You guys are right.
Stickers.
Something is definitely up.
See, now we need to beat them for the good of the community. Not only because we'll be better for the community if we headline Pride, but because we can't let great people like Tony get this stuff in their head. It's not good. What's going on?
I'm thinking they hack their way into this competition or something, because that would be, I mean, kind of brilliant, but also really asshole-ish at the same time, right?
Nobody would hack their way into a competition unless they're bad.
I mean, if good people can use magic, bad people can use magic. Right?
I don't think they hexed their way into this competition. Not directly. They hexed their way to popularity and then got into the competition.
You guys think that there's something in their music, back in the 70s, where there's backwards messages and shit on the records?
Oh, that's a good idea.
I think that was an urban legend.
I don't know, my parents swear that it's real.
Hey, DJ.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend that token that I got for the 13,
Okay.
and ask a question about arcane forces at work.
Mhm.
Is there anything weaved into their sound?
Yeah, I will say, how do I explain it, though? Well, you have the glitch witch powers, so you kind of pull up pull up a song of theirs on not Spotify. There we go. That's not copyrighted.
Just put W's in front of everything for witches.
There you go.
Spotify.
Spotify. Yeah, so you pull up the song and are kind of looking at the waveform audio of it, and there is something strange in there. There are little ghosts of something. There are ghosts in the machine or the shell. Yes, it is exactly like Whack Donalds. But yeah, so there's definitely something weird about their songs.
I think you're right. I think because they've still got this single earbud in, so they can listen and talk at the same time. There is something behind this.
Knew it. I knew it. See?
All right, so what do we do about it?
I can always kick their asses if we need it. I can keep things, but
There's always a solution.
I would love to take that as a solution, but is picking a fight with one of our competitors going to get us eliminated from the competition?
Only if people find out.
That's
True.
true.
You don't need it.
I can't
I'm
argue
on board.
with that.
I'm on board. I love that we don't disrupt the music with witch powers. We're not gonna do sabotage. No, we're just gonna go punch them.
Sometimes the simple
What I do.
solution is the correct one.
I mean, we could always give them an option first and be like, hello, we have come to the conclusion that you're full of shit. Drop out. And then punch them.
No, because we actually worked to get our asses here. You know, we didn't cast it. I don't know if anybody else cast it. I didn't do it. So
I've done a lot of magic to get us here.
I was gonna say, I do think we technically have done some magic.
yeah, you're an exception, though. Okay, you do that for us, for the good of the band. Okay.
I think what
That doesn't
is meant here is that we didn't do any magic to persuade judges into letting us compete.
Or manipulate.
No, because we're
fans.
fucking good.
I know.
So do we confront them? Do we watch their sound check and then confront them?
Are they before us or after us?
They're sound checking in about 30 minutes now because you guys have been back here checking out their stuff for a little bit. And then you would sound check in the next 2 hours.
Look, whatever we're gonna do, we gotta do it before they go up there. Because if they put this power into their music in front of a live audience, then it's over. They got every vote? Question mark? I have no idea how this works above board. Never been to a battle of the bands.
It really depends on the place.
Okay.
Sometimes it's who yells the loudest.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Would they
It's
waste that
absolutely a
on the
different
sound
situation.
check, though?
Well, no. But if they perform before us,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess part of the thing is, do we want to stage them in some way? Try to read our fucking chat, do better than them, even if they have magic on their side to make people want to listen to their music? Or
If it's like infiltrating people's brains, I don't know if we like, and we're good. I don't know if we can out-rock brainwash.
Oh, but we can. Not
Continue.
God.
if we know that they're putting whatever brainwashing or suggestion into their music, we can weave a counterspell into ours.
Sophisticated, I like it.
Is that stooping to our level, to their level? Or are we technically just dispelling so it's not stooping to their level?
Or I could
We
see
can
if I
we can
could-
punch them afterwards.
Yes.
Also a good option.
Or if we didn't
Always.
want to mess with putting spells into our own music, for our integrity's sake, I could see if I could, I don't know, rig something into their equipment that would drown out the spell.
That might be cool too. Especially because it looks like they don't really bother with their own equipment.
Yeah, I mean, this shit was figured out of the box. Like,
I remembered that I'm a maker maven and that I can make things, so I could futz with their equipment.
Yeah, that is definitely a possibility. Though I'd say a little bit more, you'd have to learn a little bit more about like the band and the specific whatever they're using to be able to like properly make something to counteract that. But it is a possibility.
they're like identified spell or something.
Not quite. Let's see.
Is this something we'd have to like watch their sound check to get more info on?
Yeah, that would be one way. Any way you can gather more information about the band themselves, or their record label, or wherever you want to look into information, even talk to Tony, see what he says about it.
Well, I think we definitely should stay and watch their sound check. If not, to just walk around the rest of the venue and see if they have anyone helping them with this as well.
And maybe Chell could look into the record label a bit?
Yeah. Yep. Already on it.
Alright, so, sticking around a little bit, you guys finally come out from the background stage just to see how Cool Puppies handles things, listen to their soundcheck, and you do see some of the other bands that you have a much better relationship around, also kind of doing the same thing, just, testing out and seeing what the competition is all about. Pretty tried and true practice for Battle of the Bands. And as they start, it is just a sound check, so you're not surprised, but there really is no pomp and circumstance to it. They're very just even energy. It's very off-putting for everything that you guys identify as a band. And yeah, when they start to play, each of you roll me a 2d6 plus 1, since you have prepared for this a little bit.
That's a 10.
There's also a 10.
5.
I got a 5, so
I got a 5 as well.
We are twinning two
Nice.
10s and two 5s.
We are a
Alright.
coven unite.
Yes. So the fives, like you pick up what Chell had pointed out. There is something ever so weird about the music that you can't quite put your fingers on. But Chell and Muffin, what you two can pick up through the sounds is that unlike you guys, when you have to cast spells, there's more of a process and a little bit of magic and a little bit of energy spent. You can usually tell when somebody's casting a spell. The magic entwined in their tune seems to be just a part of it, almost as if it's coming naturally from them and not like they're casting a spell. You don't see anything of that nature. It is a weird natural magic that is coming from them.
I have a weird question, because everything looks so pristine. Are they even actually touching their instruments, or is it performative because we're there?
No, they are.
Okay.
Yeah, like they are actually playing, and they are hitting the notes they're supposed to. They're not just air guitaring.
It's like
Okay.
You cut out a little bit.
Does
Audio
it sound a
is an
little
issue
too
there.
perfect? Or yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it definitely sounds too perfect.
Oh,
Like everything about them is too perfect. Like very clean clothes, clean cut hair. They have a pretty simple guitar, bassist, drummer setup, and kind of look a bit like the White Stripes of that era, where it's just a simple clean t-shirt and clean pants. Yeah, imagine the White Stripes, but with no fun. No sick Jack White guitar riffs.
Terrible. But it's infiltrated into their music.
Yeah,
So if we messed with the amp, it wouldn't necessarily, like with the speakers or anything, it wouldn't necessarily stop it.
you'd know you'd have to be pretty on top of your game making it, if you wanted to distort the amp directly. But if that was a part of a much larger plan, you could certainly, that could certainly be one piece.
Well, anybody got any other ideas? Because I'm definitely going to make something to mess with their sound equipment.
Yeah.
the idea is still
I mean,
breaking
obviously.
shit, so
No, I agree. We should definitely eventually punch them.
Oh, of course. Yeah. That's just, it's been moved to the end of the plan, I think.
That's to make sure they don't come back, you know?
yeah.
Astral, any thoughts on this plan?
I am not sure exactly what we should do. I don't think it's worth engaging with them face to face until we beat them up. But in terms of like talking, I don't think that we should get close to them. Maybe for our own good. Maybe we should talk to Tony more and see if he's ever actually seen them play live in this town, and maybe he'll know what's up a little bit more, even if he doesn't realize it.
I mean, he did say they were kind of overnight successes, right?
Yeah, and their
Yeah.
social media indicated that as well. I mean, do we know anything about this record label? Have any of us heard of them?
Yeah, you put out still?
Yeah, they're just like some small thing. They're actually like right outside town. They're a local thing, but they publish mostly just small indie stuff that misses. For them to get a success is... I'm not sure they have anything to do with it.
Or maybe they've gotten tired of not having any successes.
And decided to what? Magic up some nobodies that sound like they've been in the industry for 40 years and have just become bland.
Possible.
Stranger things have happened.
Yeah.
They sound flavorless. Does that make any sense? It's bad.
Yeah.
And I mean, are we thinking like the band is another coven, or
Oh,
Yeah.
what if they grew them in a tube like that episode of Gravity Falls?
oh, that would be
That would
Oh,
be very
oh.
gross.
yeah, that would be nasty.
Quick, check them for belly buttons. Now that's why.
Belly buttons.
I
is
mean, if
awesome.
we
Is the band's other social media, like, are there individual profiles available, like the members?
oh yeah, do they have lives?
Do they have
outside-
lives? Yeah.
No, none that you can tell of.
That's so
and-
sus.
Yeah, and their band profile is very corporate. Like, they only talk about new singles coming out and new like shows. There's no personality behind it.
It's even stricter than a K-pop band. It's so scary.
Ooh, that's...
I mean, do they even exist when they're not performing?
Yeah.
Well, what if we find out? Let's just try to tail them home.
Well, but
If
I
we
feel like
wanted
that's too late.
We wanted to interact with them.
Well,
I could try and ingratiate myself with them.
Or
I am known for
just
being
run
quite
over
friendly.
and like run into one. See if it's a scarecrow or something. Hey, you saw
We
the
can
last
try
month
both.
that I started, alright? Come on.
We could try both. You could bump into one. I could try and befriend one.
I might be able to send a little birdie in to spy on them.
It's fine. We love this. It's all coming together.
Attack from all angles.
These guys are going to be so weirded out. They're getting punched, hit on, and also there's a bird behind them.
They're not real. It's fine.
Yeah,
Let
they're
them
made of
be
pudding or
freaked out.
something.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll start with Dahana. Is that how I pronounce it?
Yeah.
Dahana. Okay.
Or Dawn.
Um,
Or Dawn. For
Dawn.
easiness.
So yeah, you just kind of want to just kind of nonchalantly shoulder check one of them as they pass, just to like test them out.
Yeah, or when they're coming off stage, after the sound check. Kind of catch one of them on stairs and elbow them like I'm trying to move equipment.
Okay. Roll 2d6 plus 1. I'll count this under shit kicker. You're not
Ooh,
fully
that
kicking their
is-
shit in. But
Yeah. Well. That's a 10 plus 1, so 11.
that's good.
Hell yeah.
That's very good. Yeah, so as you kind of like are just kind of moving some of the stuff and like getting things in place, you fake like you're pulling a box and just kind of elbow one in the ribs as it's coming down. And you don't hear an ow or like any sort of grunt, and in fact, like he just kind of looks at you and then keeps walking. And you're left kind of rubbing your elbow. It felt like you just straight up elbowed the brick wall, and this guy could not weigh more than 175 pounds soaking wet.
They're made of rocks.
Oh no.
Was there any give? like flesh or just like solid?
It felt fleshy. Worst sentence I've ever said today. It felt fleshy. But it was the six-packiest of six-packs that you elbowed.
They make robots that advanced now? I don't fucking know, but I'm gonna take that back to the band.
Look, if they're robots, we win. I'll just shut them off.
Yeah. There you go.
Which, gone.
Yep.
And show's over, everybody. Thanks for coming.
And that's it. That's the game, everybody. Thank you for playing. We'll see you later.
Yep, we're good.
So, as that happens, I'll go over to Muffin. Is there a specific instrument player you'd like to go after, or does it not matter? The bassist, guitarist, or drummer?
I would like to talk to the drummer because the drummers don't get enough attention. And Muffin is going to bring some muffins. This might be how Muffin got their name, but you're actually not sure. Muffin just happens to always have baked goods with them.
I was going to ask where you got the muffins from, and then I remember you're all witches and you do magic.
Yeah. Obviously, the first thing we made as witches was a muffin button.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're magically delicious.
Muffin has like a messenger bag that they carry all the time, and it's like one of those beat up canvas messenger bags that looks like if you blow on it too hard it's going to fall apart. But it's suspiciously deep. It seems to hold too many things. And there's always some muffins in there for some reason. So
Muffin. Newspaper. Oh yeah. Okay, alright. So yeah, as he comes off stage, seeing you approach. Hey, I saw you guys out there in the crowd. What do you guys think?
you are certainly playing music. Hi, you guys are new around here, and, you know, we've been in this scene for a really long time, and we always like to welcome new bands to the scene since you're brand new and no one's ever heard of you before, so I wanted to offer you guys some muffins.
Whoa, that's cool. And he kind of like reaches out to grab one. Are they wrapped in like paper or anything, or are they just straight out there?
You know, they've got little wrappers on them.
Okay, so yeah, so as he like picks it up, like takes an entire bite out of it, does not remove the paper. These are pretty far out, dude. What'd you call this?
That's a muffin, and I'm also named Muffin, and I'll talk to you later. Goodbye! And then turns around and just runs back to the party.
And yeah, like you just look back and he's just still eating the paper.
Ah!
Muffin at the same time. He does not just peel off the muffin paper to eat that raw. He does also eat the muffin. Just want to be clear. He's out there, but he's not that out there. He has some dignity.
I can't decide if this is worse or not. Well, conclusion, I don't think they're people.
They're definitely not people.
Do you think they're people, Dawn? What was your conclusion here?
No, I whatever the hell they are tough as shit.
They're the dumbest people.
I don't think they're people. You didn't know what a muffin was. I don't think they're people.
Yeah, well, they're
Yeah,
quite
I would. I would think that they would react more appropriately, or in the elbowing case at all, if they were people. So I also am on team. They are probably not people.
Do you think, Kestrel, with your animal friends, you could figure out what type of not people creature that they are?
I think I know someone who's right for the job. would it be amenable that either my family has a dog or I know somebody with a dog who would allow me to borrow the dog?
Yeah, I'll say here at the Punk Palace, there is a kind of a venue dog.
Yes.
Ironically, yeah, the owner calls him Sid Vicious. It's an ironic name because it is a 14-year-old Pomeranian.
Oh my god.
A dusty old gray, thanks to how old she is. Well, how old he is. But yeah, Sid Vicious is obviously very friendly towards you, Kestrel, because of your craft. But yeah, yes, the real cool puppy, Sid Vicious.
Yeah, Sid Vicious.
A 14-year-old Pomeranian.
Okay, yeah, so I would like to go take a visit to Sid Vicious then. And we'll have a little chat.
So, kind of in the back offices where you guys would know, like, restrooms are and stuff, that there is the office, and it's never locked. Arnold, because I'm great at coming up with names, the venue owner, never leaves it locked, and he's, very friendly with you guys at this point. He's sort of looked past Chell just cheating your guys' way onto show lineups at this point. He's fine with it. He likes you guys. So yeah, he's just sitting in there. Sid Vicious has his own little doggy bed that looks like it costs more than anything in this venue does, other than the sound equipment. But Sid's just kind of sitting there, chewing on what's left of a wee. Well, no, not weenie, because I was gonna do the greenie, but with a W. Peenie also doesn't work.
No, it's a weenie instead of a greenie.
There we go. Weenie. We got there.
A weenie.
Oh god. At first it feels like flesh, and now nope, it's not a weenie. I'm killing it today.
Yes, you are.
So yeah, he just kind of looks up. Okay, Kestrel, how's it going?
It's going, man. Big night. Thank you for hosting, as usual.
Yeah, good thing about being hottie here is can't hear you guys anymore.
This is probably for the best.
I don't know. All says it's supposed to be pretty good, but I don't know. Human music is weird.
Do I know of this man not being a human?
Yeah, Sid Vicious, he's a dog.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why I thought I was talking to the venue owner right now and that I hadn't addressed the dog yet. Okay.
That is the best misunderstanding.
Let me... Okay. Alright, let me reevaluate that. Yeah, there are... I mean, I'm gonna give him some, chin scratches. Can I level with you, man?
Yeah, what's up?
There are some real weird dudes hanging out, and I wanted you to go, sniff around and give them a little bit of a vibe check. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I could do that. Hey,
There is...
He's gonna take me for a walk. Oh, sorry. He wasn't done.
Oh, I was gonna say, I actually think I have some beef jerky in it for you as well.
Oh, I was just gonna do it because I like you, but now you said the jerky, so I get the jerky.
You do get the jerky. I was gonna give it to you either way. I am a vegetarian. I carry it for the dogs.
You're missing out on some sweet beef jerky.
That's okay. Maybe sometime. Yeah, so who does he need to tell that he's going for a walk, or how does that work? Do I need to tell somebody?
He looks at me and he's like, yeah, Honor Kestrel's gonna take me for a walk. And he just kind of Like, he acts like he understands Sid Vicious. You're not fully sure if he can. But he's just like, okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'll bring him right back. I just want to take some pictures of him downstairs. And I will open the door and allow Sid Vicious out in front of me.
Yeah, so to help him we'll have you roll 2d6. I'll give you +2 because I think this would count under Anarchist Sage because you're kind of helping an animal and then you are an animal friend, so you'll get both.
Okay, awesome. That is an 8.
Still pretty good.
I'm benching this die. It's rolled bad twice now.
So do you follow along with Sid, or just kind of let him out the back door and let him do his scoping out as he does?
I don't want to get too far from him because I don't want to, like seem like I'm irresponsibly like abandoning him. But as long as he's in kind of my eyesight, 5 to 6 feet away, I think that's fine.
Okay. So, he kind of goes around the corner out where the other cars are, and you can see, or at least hear some chatter that is most likely the other band. And Sid just kind of piddles over to the grassy area near the venue to do his business, as dogs are wont to do. And he does. You see him stop, look towards them, kind of sniff towards them, and to only further cement the bad vibes, they do not react at all to seeing an adorable little old dog just out doing his business. And Sid comes back to you and yeah, those guys, what's the human word for it? Fucked.
We figured that much, but your vote of confidence means a lot to me. And I take the jerky from, I think Kestrel has like one of those like side bags. That's kind of vibe that he has. And he takes the jerky out and kind of holds it out for him to take and see if you're like, how fucked are we talking?
Kind of like bite off the jerky, talking with his muzzle full. I got confused for a second. I thought one of them was a fire hydrant. It smelled exactly like a fire hydrant. Well, it smelled like a fresh fire hydrant. You know what I mean?
I think I'm catching the drift, yeah.
Yeah, there was a fourth guy in the car, like, driving them. It didn't seem like they knew how cars worked, which is, I did not know how cars work. Cars are the greatest thing you humans have ever done, other than the beef jerky.
Wait, do you know how a car works?
Yeah, the guy goes in, the car goes, and then you get the wind in your face and go, ha ha ha.
So true.
Yeah.
He's right.
Something about an engine, I don't know. Arnold complains about the engine all the time. I don't know what it is.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty helpful. I think these guys are evil. So, keep an eye on your friend, on the owner, for us tonight, okay?
Yeah, I think I can do that. Arnold's he's a good guy. I'll keep him alive. Don't worry.
Please.
I know a little bit of magic too. Just kind of gives you a little dog wink. He does not. You've spent enough time around Sid. He doesn't know magic.
I think I've been letting him believe that he knows a little magic for quite some time. And that's how I know that I can trust you, Sid.
Yeah, you kids are pretty good too. Don't get in any trouble. Or
We
do,
won't.
but don't let the cops catch you. That's really the more important part.
If you're not caught, then it didn't happen.
Exactly. That's my Kestrel.
I give him a human wink.
And yeah, he'll just kind of toddle beside you as you guys head back towards
Yeah.
Arnold's and dump the dog off.
Yeah, I'll bring him back upstairs, or wherever the office is, and check back in with the van. Like, So Sid said that one of them smelled like a fire hydrant and that they didn't know how to drive the car. That they
Well, I also don't know how to drive.
he said that they like didn't know how it operated. Like if you went behind a wheel, you would know to like turn the keys, to start the ignition, change the gear. Like he made it seem like they were like clueless because his idea of driving a car is getting in and sticking his head out the window.
To be fair, that's also mine.
Yeah. Still, he said that one of them smelled like a fire hydrant, which makes me think that they got nothing going on.
Yeah.
All right, so
Like metal?
Metal, yeah.
Or
You think they might be constructed? Like,
robots.
imagine.
That would
Evil
make,
robots.
I would make sure that the phrase "what a corporate machine." Well,
why machines?
Because,
They follow rules.
yeah, they're able to control them more easily. If they are machines, then we can shut them down, yeah?
Yeah, if they're machines, then Shell should be able to just sort of blink them out of operation.
I could try, but I don't think it'll work. I don't. They're using magic. It's coming from them.
So maybe
Or-
they're like an amplification device. I mean,
Yeah, maybe it's not coming from them. Maybe it's coming from whoever programmed them.
that amp was running super hot, and it wasn't plugged in.
I mean, yeah, I'll try to. Like, now or during their set? I know what I want.
What are your thoughts?
Let's shut them down in the middle of the set. It'll be funny.
I'd also like to, try and mess with their equipment in some way so that since we're shutting them down like after they've already started playing, we don't want any of their like music brain stuff to get into anybody's head.
We could cut the cords. Just cut them. Pair of scissors.
Should we also figure out like who's causing this? Since maybe they'll make more robots?
We should definitely try to figure that out, yeah. I would presume that the answer to that lies with the record label.
the DM, has there been like a manager or somebody around the band?
The only sort of manager or handler or any sort that you've seen, Pestrel would have seen, and Sid brought it up too, there was a fourth person in the car that kind of drove them away. And yeah, they have left for now, but somebody else was driving them.
But that other person hasn't been in the venue yet.
Correct. You had not seen them come in or help with anything.
I mean, we don't have a manager.
You're
Well,
kind
no,
of our manager.
But they're the
Yeah.
kind of band that would have a manager.
They would. You're right.
I mean, like, why would they leave the venue? Their set's coming up pretty soon. soonish.
They need more batteries.
It's starting to sound less absurd.
Thank you. Well, I definitely want to go mess with their equipment since they're not here to stop me.
I'll watch your back.
All right. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say maybe Kestrel and Chell can try and figure something out about the record company. We still gotta do something about them.
How much time do we have until we get to play?
You guys have at least like 2.5, 3 hours, so you have a good amount of time. And from what you picked up, Shell, it's only about a 15-20 minute drive to wherever this this record label is headquartered.
Cool. Give me 2 seconds. We have a tour scheduled in 25.
A
Wanna
tour
go?
of what?
The record company. They got a building right upside down.
That is
Oh
high.
yeah, you're the best.
That is sick.
When am I gonna fuck with their equipment though, guys? We have to remember I need to mess with their equipment.
Well, we
I just
can
want
do
to break it
that
a little
while
bit.
They go do that.
No, I want to go look at the record company.
Okay, fair enough.
If we are good to take a break, I think this is a great ending, or not ending point, but halfway point as you kind of start to learn more. We can take a little break right here. So thank you all for sticking with us. We are going to take a short little break. Please remember that today is about pride and helping out charities in need, so you can join us in fighting back against legal and social attacks on queer identities, communities, and existence. Tonight's WitchPunks one-shot will direct funds towards the Nova Prison Center and LGBTQIA2S Library and Community Center for the Northern Virginia region. You can type !613 charity in chat to get more information. Thank you all so much, and we will be back in a little bit. Hello and welcome back. Thank you guys for sticking around with WitchPunks. We joined back with the band, Screaming Professionals. They are preparing for a chance to head up this year's Pride Festival. However, it seems an up-and-comer has come out of seemingly nowhere, and the party of the band is a little suspicious of their sudden rise to fame. Some weirdness with the band has been discovered through social media deep dives, strange, bewildering conversations, and everybody's favorite Pomeranian, Sid Vicious. Right now, through Chell's magic, the band has secured a surprise tour of Just Smile Baby Records. And so, they head over. Is there anything specific you guys would like to try to do? Any preparations? How are you approaching this? Or you're just saying, hey, we're this band?
Who's jacking up?
I don't think we
I
should
mean-
tell them that we're a band.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think it should
like
be
we-
like we're fans of cool puppies.
Super fans of Cool Puppy.
So, a rock-steady story put together.
And they won't know we're a band because we're not wearing our own merch.
Fair point.
Yeah.
Look, we just do the usual thing. There's a tour scheduled for us. It's on their schedule.
Yeah, we don't need to say anything necessarily. if we're just doing what we are perceived like the right thing to be doing is.
Like they don't know it's on their schedule.
I'm very nervous because my cat is crawling across things she shouldn't. I'm just gonna get that away before you knock it over.
I think we just go with that, and if they ask, we tell them we like cool puppies or something.
Yeah.
That works for me.
Right. So, you eventually pull the van up to the outside of Just Smile Baby Records, and the logo itself is a very cheap corporate imitation of the Nirvana smile that everybody has seen. It's very blatant that is what they were trying to be. But it's a small building. And as you kind of knock on the glass, because it is closed, or at least the door is locked currently, you hear kind of muffled through the glass. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on. And you see this kind of... He's not business casual. That's the phrase I was looking for. Comes out from a hallway and kind of unlocks the door. And he looks confused as he sees the four of you standing there, and then all of a sudden he gets alert on his phone, and he's like, "Oh, God damn! I forgot there was. I'm so sorry. I didn't know there was a tour today. My assistant must have just approved this, and then it's fine. Come in. And he kind of hustles you through the door. Sorry, four of you. I am going to have a pretty serious talk with Rico after this, but that is not your guys' problem. And he does this very, like, white person Tai Chi, breathe in, breathe out, very, again, rancid vibes, up and down, everybody you meet connected to this vibes, rancid. Okay. Center myself. My name is Anthony. I'm the owner and operator here of Just Smile Baby Records. I'm sure you guys are fans of our up-and-comers, cool puppies. Would you like to see where the magic gets made?
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's very cool that the owner comes to greet us at the door. That's awesome.
Well, it is just me, and Rico helps with some of the scheduling. If Cool Puppies is able to win the Battle of the Bands, I may be able to hire a few more employees and expand things a bit. Tell me, what was your first favorite song that you heard of theirs? And he kind of starts to lead you through the hallways of this small office.
I just give him the name of whatever I listened to earlier.
Hanukk's gonna be looking for, like, any weird-looking block of any sort.
Okay. Yeah, as you keep your eyes open, and Shell just, yes, this love is cool, but it's rancid. That was an inspired song of theirs. Truly. No, I did
It's
not
got
just...
a really great... You can dance to it.
Yes, and I definitely didn't get these names from a random name generator. I don't know what you're thinking of. As he leads around, it is a pretty bare office. Normally what you'd expect at, like, a bigger record label is at least, like, band posters or show posters. This guy has printed and framed, like, clippings from, 500favoriteblogs.com that says Cool Puppies, #1 hot new band. Just like all these weird, like, no real professional accolades, just a lot of people saying they're great. And on a couple, you even notice he's like highlighted where it says "Just Smile Baby Records," like just real weird preening kind of stuff. But let me show you.
Very,
Framed
very
Witcher
self-indulgent.
threads.
Yeah. It's a very desperate energy you get out of this guy. But he leads you to the back of this place where the studio is setting up. He leads you in. This is where the songs are recorded. You can see we have all of this latest state-of-the-art equipment. It's basic. It's decent recording equipment, but it's not matching up to the level of music you've been hearing so far out of Cool Puppies. Feel free to take in the space and really absorb the magic.
Gonna absorb some kind of magic. Can I do some kind of check to see where the enchantments lie here?
Yeah, let's... Let's see. Just trying to think. I'm just trying to think of if I can fit in any of your stuff.
I make things, so
You do. I'll let you add +1 for Maker Maven. You know, I'll give you +2 because I think you'd want to consult the spirits as well. I assume.
of course. So spirits, the ghost can get inside the machines and ask. Tell me
Yeah.
if there's any crossed wires. Ooh, yay! That's a 12.
So there are a few crossed wires. Not so much in the equipment itself, but you can see the carpet and like the carpet in this room has been like magically nailed down. Like it is extra held to the floor, and you can tell the spirits you get are honestly a bit afraid of what is going on in this room. That something unnatural is in here that is hidden.
It's hidden under the carpet. Is that the vibe?
You would assume with the special kind of like nails that you can sense.
How long has this building been here?
That is a good question. I know it has some ritualed bones underneath it, but I think it was built in the late 90s. We purchased it about 10 years ago.
And you renovated it all yourself?
Yes,
Make it a recording.
I believe it was just a paint store before. The insurance salesman. We've renovated it in this beautiful studio.
Wow, that's so impressive.
Thank you.
And I'm just gonna give the rest of the band a look like bad in here, guys.
Would they indicate towards the rug at all?
Oh yeah, I think they would definitely be like,
Cool, because my craft is poltergeist, so the Hanak would definitely try to move that rug over you. Way to flip a corner up to see anything underneath.
Roll 2d6 +1. Actually, +2. But no, you're not a vandal, you're a shit kicker, so just +1.
Okay. 5, 10. To 6.
6. So you're not quite able to like get the carpet itself up. It is pretty secure. There are gaps underneath it, but you can tell pretty quickly that if you are going to get a look at whatever is underneath this, you're gonna have to just fully rip up the carpet, and probably don't want that guy in there with you.
Time for a distraction.
Did you guys have a restroom?
Oh yes, it is actually this way. Any kind of gestures to the right.
Is it like blatantly obvious where it is, where if I pretended I didn't know, that it would be weird? Like, is there a big sign that's like has like the little bathroom symbol that I would have to ignore to do that? Or could I reasonably be like, sorry, could you show me?
You reasonably could, because it's not like the next door down, and there are some other like doors there. And yeah, it's not clearly marked, so
Yeah.
it's not unreasonable.
I think I'll kind of like wander down for a bit, like take the door for like a wrong door on purpose. Be like, sorry, could you just show me which one it is? It's so embarrassing.
But yeah, and as like that first handle you put your hand on is like locked, and so like he hears that and sees you looking a little confused and does seem to hurriedly like, hold on, let me help, and he will huddle over to help direct you towards the bathroom.
Go, 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 go.
Yeah, the Hanukkah immediately going over and ripping it up.
Alright, yeah, I won't make you roll since you are just going for it this time, not trying to be subtle about it at all. There is a magic circle underneath the carpet itself.
Would any of us recognize it?
You can all roll me 2d6 plus 1. I will give Kestrel plus... Well, no, Kestrel is not there.
I'm not
so,
there.
So you cannot help. But I'll give...
I can ask spirits.
Yeah, I was going to say, I will give Dan and Muffins plus 2. Unfortunately, Chell, you only get plus 1. This is magic, but their magic would help them.
Cool. So
Oh, these dice are rolling so hot tonight.
I got an 8.
I got a 10. With the
I
plus
got a 11. I'm gonna snap a picture of the
Ooh.
circle.
Yeah, these are all these are all very good rolls. You can all pick up on it pretty quickly. Muffins and Dan, you two are just sort of aware of this kind of magic, and Kel, while you're not, you take the picture of it, and the arcane glyphs in it start to kind of, it's like the fancy Google Translate where you can hold up your phone and it automatically translates it for you.
yeah.
Of course.
This is a mix of a kind of like a creation and a summoning spell, likely used to create golems.
Well, that explains a lot.
I said constructs.
Okay, so they're not robots. Do we have anybody with vandalism to maybe vandalize the circle?
Hey, remember what I said at the very beginning of this game? Hello, I am Shell, the Vandal Glitch Witch.
Yes! Vandalize!
Yeah, I wanna modify the circle. What do I want to do? Oh, I want to do something I'm gonna do something really basic here. I'm gonna take I'm getting into like actual witch stuff that I know.
Oh yeah.
So how is this put there? Like, what's it? Is it just like spray paint or?
No, it looks like it was carved into the wood itself to make it a bit more stable, so it couldn't just be like scuffed away.
Oh, cool. Okay, yeah. They produce a knife and are going to carve like exactly in the outer circle. So it's like adding a little bit of depth to it, but it wouldn't look obvious to the naked eye. But they're going to go. So this is how magic circles were explained to me by somebody who practices Wicca a long time ago. Is that when you create a magic circle, you impose your ideas into it, and you do it in a clockwise fashion. I don't know if that showed up the correct way on my cam or not. And the way to dispel a magic is to just go counterclockwise. So, Shell is going to take this knife and just carve a counterclockwise outer circle, like along the thing, to just, like, it's still there, but there should be no magic in it anymore.
Okay. Roll 2d6. I'm going to say +1 because you are using your rebellion, and +2 because I like the depth with which you're doing this. That's just a fun DM point for you.
Yeah, cool. Once again, 11. I think this one dice has only rolled 6s all night.
That's a good dice.
That's a good dice.
Yeah.
So, there is no trouble in getting this carved up and setting it in place. The results of which you aren't able to see quite yet, but you're fairly confident, like, you know for certain you have done this properly. It's just a matter of if you have put in enough of the magical will. But you'll see the results of that later.
I would like to use my Maker Maven to try and put the carpet back so nobody knows it was ripped up.
Yeah, 2d6 +2, because I'll say if you'd like, you could use your item of power and kind of like just magically knit everything back into place.
Yes, I'm going to use my fancy extra sharp knitting needles.
Alright, +2.
That's a 9, which is a slight success.
You feel pretty good. It's obviously not perfect. Some of the things in the room have been displaced because you ripped up a whole carpet. But the carpet itself, unless this guy is getting on his hands and knees and is examining every thread, he probably won't notice.
Nice. How has Kestrel been distracting this man for so long?
How have you been, Kestrel?
I think, kind of just like as he's walking to help me, I strike up a little bit of a conversation. Be like, I was actually meaning to ask, how did you guys discover Cool Puppy? Did you find them like at a local shop, or who picked them up?
Well, that actually is a fancy story that I love telling. There's sort of something I created. And he kind of gives a little titter that is like a, haha, I know something that you don't, but the rest of the party has figured out that.
So did you like scout all the members yourself? I'm gonna play super dumb.
Yes, I did. They were each part of different things, and I just happened to cobble them together into a functioning band, and I think they're much better. The sum of their parts is equal to the whole, or however smart was say it. I forgot how that idiom goes. That's just me straight up as the DM forgetting how that idiom goes. You know, so did Anthony.
Oh,
He's pretentious.
yeah, that's all right.
He definitely sounds like somebody that would use Malifaux.
Yeah.
Let's make like a tree and split. Alright, Anthony.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely did a good job. One of our friends like really digs them. He turned us all onto them, and they're great.
Well, it warms my heart to hear that. After this battle of the bands, there should be more than just 4 people knocking on my door. I'm sure the entire masses will fall in love with Cool Puppy.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you guys will be making more than just t-shirts in no time. I actually do need to use the bathroom a few, excuse me. Thank you for answering my question.
Oh, of course. Don't take too much time. I do have to
I'll
get
try
back
to.
in time to see the show. And yeah, he will come back to the rest of the group. And he does pause for a moment and just, like, look over the room. And, like, he can kind of see things have shifted a bit. But he doesn't say anything. So, are you feeling the magic?
So much magic in this room right now. It's like I can't contain how much magic I'm feeling.
Yep.
It is difficult to get used to.
I bet.
What else would you folks like to see? I assume you're going to see them at the Battle of the Bands.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see them, all right.
I hope we aren't going to be late for the show.
Oh, and he kind of checks his watch. It shouldn't be late. I should head over there now as well. I'll get there a little bit early. Make sure my boys are all right. But before you go, and yeah, he will like kind of potter off to a different room, and you will each get a shirt of a Cool Puppy shirt in your size as a gift for touring.
Wow, thank you so much.
An
Nice.
avocado. Thanks.
Thanks.
Yeah, unless there is anything else you'd like to do here, we can head back to the show.
Drive past the clothing donation box and drop all
Yeah.
the shirts off on the way back.
I'll do the same.
Just
And
pop them
kick
in real
over a
quick.
few chairs on the way out.
Yeah.
Make this place a little less perfect. God.
I mean, those things are probably honestly best burned. Well, you can donate them to some people in need as well. That's also fair. So yeah, just heading back. By the time you guys get back, it is late enough in the day that the show is starting. One of your friends' bands are going on first, and yeah, it's a good start to the show. As the battle is going on, is there anything specific, or are you all just waiting until Cool Puppies takes the stage to see the product of your work?
I'm going to try and mess with their equipment a little bit just to make sure that any sounds they do manage to produce are not imbued with whatever magic.
Good. That is Muffin's plan. Dan, you got anything?
Not particularly. I would probably watch out Muffin. They don't get. Make sure they don't get messed with while they're messing with stuff. So.
Alright. Chell?
No no real plans besides just be on the lookout and see if constructs are doing anything other than just here to make music. And also, the Screaming Professionals logo has appeared on a couple more places, suspiciously where Shell's been.
The cops are gonna find this tagger someday.
Not today.
This vandalizing our beautiful signs. And Kestrel, anything you are doing during the show?
Yeah, I think I guess knowing what's going on, I'm just walking around looking to see if there are any other like runes or symbols on the floor, on the walls in the venue that we should be worried about.
Okay. So roll me 2d6. And if you can, I'll get 2d6 plus 1 for Anarchist Sage, as you're kind of trying to see if anything unnatural is happening.
I really can't roll well today. It's still a 6, a 7.
Hey, do you want to borrow this?
No, I'm just every time a die rolls bad, I'm putting it away and taking out a new one. Maybe by the last roll it'll be good.
So yeah, with the 7, you're pretty confident. There is nothing else here. They didn't spend enough time in here to really lay any traps or carve anything in there like that. The ruins you do find are the normal ones you've actually spotted from playing here before. There seems like Arnold is a bit of an old WitchPunk, so there are some very, very faded ruins here. But yeah, nothing out of the ordinary. We'll go to Muffin and Dan as Dan is watching your back. Roll me, Muffin, a 2d6 plus 1 for Make a Raven.
Alright, let's see. That's an 11. Woohoo!
So what specifically are you trying to make? Or are you trying to make something or mess with their equipment?
I have been, while we were in the van, cobbling together some kind of little doohickey that I can shove in their amp, their main amp, to sort of filter almost whatever comes out, any music they are able to make sure that, almost like a white noise filter that will try and block any magic that might be imbued in their like lyrics and song.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll say you can use your another plus 1, say you're using your sewing needle, so a 12 now, even better. Kind of like topping off the bracings around the input jacks for where they plug in their instrument, and just kind of attaching something to that and putting it back inside, so that anything they send through that amp is getting filtered through this little nodule you've made. But as they are doing that, Dan, the same big beefy guy, the guy who felt like flesh, is coming around the corner, and he just kind of sees you and Muffin standing there, and he just kind of squares up and starts to head towards you. No words.
I'm gonna meet him halfway and be like, "What's up?"
Messing with our stuff?
Oh,
I'm
dude,
almost
you don't
done,
get the
Dan.
backstage
Can you,
to yourself.
Sorry, what did you say, Dan?
Okay, well, maybe we're doing something back here, but I don't think you need to worry about it.
I think I do. That's our stuff. Wouldn't be touching it. You can see he's kind of like getting ready to initiate a fight.
I'm gonna sucker punch him.
Alright. obviously, you're getting +1 for being a shit kicker. Is there any way you want to use either being a poltergeist or your item of power?
Actually, yeah. So, while we were talking, let's say I wrapped one of the microphone cables, like, around his legs. So they're kind of loosely tied together.
And yeah, I'll give you a +2 for that.
Oh. This dice is wow, good one. Okay, so that was 10 plus. You said
+2.
+1 and +2, or just +2?
Well, just +2.
Okay. So
Yeah.
well.
So each one you use is an additional +1. So yeah, as he kind of is he starts to lean back like he's about to headbutt you, and you kind of meet that, shielding up your head with a little bit of your magic just to cushion the blow. It still hurts. You are headbutting another person. But with that, and the microphone cord wrapped around his legs, you headbutt him back, and that tightens up, and he starts to fall backwards, giving you and Muffin a chance to escape if you like.
Yeah, I think Muffin sort of jumps up and goes, "All set, we're good to go. Let's run."
And Johanna will follow after him.
So chasing after them, you do hear after a second, the guy gets the cords out from around his ankles and he throws them off, and you can hear him stomping after you. But you guys have already sort of disappeared into the crowd, and he is the dumb meathead of the group, but he's not about to start a fight in the middle of everything. So, you guys have done real well. What I want to do is have one last check to see just how poorly they do as a band. So, I'll have everybody, or not everybody, we'll have one person roll 2d6, and we'll do it +3 because you guys have prepared. You guys have been successful in all of your mess-up plans, and you're all working together to do this. So, one person rolling 2d6, add 3.
I think it should be 10.
Yeah.
Magic dice that only roll 6s?
Yes.
Sure,
gets the
let's keep it up. I'm gonna get snake eyes now that we've determined this.
We picked up.
Oh!
You know what?
Is it 2 6s?
No, it's 2 2s.
2 2s.
+3 does make a mixed success.
It is a 7. So, through all of your work, you do feel as if you've accomplished something. They get up on stage with the kind of counter magic you put back at the studio shell. They're not as crisp. There's something wrong in there, for lack of a better word, programming that you have disrupted. It's still music, it's still on beat, but it's not as fluid as it could have been. They're making more mistakes than you would have heard during sound check. And Muffin, with your help with the amps, there is something weird about the tone of their music, but during sound check you saw even other bands kind of getting taken away with it, but here you see people are kind of nodding along. They're like, it's all right. Tony at this point has taken off the shirt and thrown it aside, so he is now just in his studded leather vest. He is not interested in them anymore.
Wearing that under the shirt?
No, he was like he had the spiked vest on, took that off, then took the shirt off, then just put on the spiked vest. It is a hilarious image though to think he just put it over the vest.
Yeah.
But yeah, they are passable, but not great.
Oh,
So when you guys take the stage, what does the Screaming Professional sound like?
Good question.
I think, true to our name, we have to be pretty thrashy and very anti-establishment.
yes.
Somebody who's better than singing at me. Than me. At me? Than me. Have you heard the song? I don't know. Oh God, I don't know how to pronounce this now that I'm looking at it. Never mind. Don't. Nope. Move on. This is a bad idea.
I love where this was going now. It has so much potential.
I like the violin aspect.
I have a song that has like the perfect lyrics for the show, but I cannot sing. Nobody wants that at all. And I can't pronounce Clatanoia. I don't know.
Yeah, nope. I got nothing to help you.
It's a Nate Wants to Battle song, so it might be a cover. I'm not sure.
It's probably a cover if it's an Wants to Battle song.
I like the idea that it's screamy and thrashy, but also has lovely electric violin.
Yeah, it does.
Get some apocalyptica in there.
Like, I joked, if you've never seen a live Yellowcard performance, that violinist goes ham. So yeah, you guys bring a lot more energy than the Cool Puppies did. And yeah, the band, or the crowd, loves it. You already had a good local following, but you know you've made a few fans. A few more fans. And through your thrashing and bashing, you are announced the victors of the Battle of the Bands. And you will headline this city's Pride Parade festivals. Not the industry plants, boring, safe, cool puppy.
Yeah.
Whether or not this rocks you into stardom or you break up through creative differences, that's a story for another time. But thank you so much for being my players. And thank you everybody who is watching. This has been WitchPunks, a story or game written by my wife and one of their friends. You can find on papercrowmedia.itch.io. But the most important thing is that tonight was about raising funds for LGBTQIA+ causes. And thank you to everybody who has donated. We did hit our donation goal. So thank you again to everybody who helped out with that. Once more, we are helping out Nova Prism, a LGBTQIA+ library and community center for the Northern Virginia region. And yeah, I just thank you everybody so much for all of your help. This is an important cause, I think, for all of us. Thank you for sitting with us through technical issues and enjoying this one-shot. You have been so much fun to play for, but this group has been even more fun to play with. So once more, we'll give a chance for everybody to introduce themselves, and we'll go in reverse order. So we will start with Tori. Who are you? Where can people find you?
Hi, I'm Tori. I'm Tori, and I am that nerd Tori on all of the social medias. You can find me here on Neon Lights Roleplaying every other Saturday playing Chimeriad with a great group of people. It's a Fate Core RPG, and it's a lot of fun. And I'm also going to be back on this channel on the 23rd, playing Root RPG for another Pride charity game. It's going to be really fun.
Awesome. Kestrel, where can people find you? Who are you?
I am Max. You can find me anywhere that I want you to find me on the internet at Arcane Goth. I am on this channel a lot this month, actually. So I'm in the Every Other Tuesday game in Rogue 2nd Edition, so I will be there next Tuesday. And I am also the GM for the Pride one-shot on the 30th. I'm gonna be in this hasn't been announced yet, but it's starting like next week. I'm gonna be in Stone and Starlight on Critical Misses on Wednesdays starting next week. We have Fae Fair coming up next month on TTRPG, which is a fundraiser for Trans Lifeline. So check that out, and also some Pride games happening over on the other channel that I'm staffed for, Apochromatic Unlimited. I have a really busy month.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
It's a good problem to have. Kellen,
Yeah.
who are you? Where can we find you?
My name is Callan, and you can find me at Sonarfade, SONARFE, pretty much any social media. Yeah, I'll be back a couple of weeks here for another pot. I am actually going to be a campaign that's starting up pretty soon here with DJs. So I don't know if we're allowed to quite announce that yet, but it is an upcoming thing that's pretty fun. I also realized I never used pronouns earlier. I go by she, they. Yeah. Hopefully I'll seeing all of y'all's around a lot more soon. So
Yeah, we'd love to see more of you. And I don't want to say session MVP, but certainly the man with the luckiest dice, Tensei.
Hello, my name is Tensei. You can find me all over the internet. And by that I mean Twitter and Discord at TENSEIDRAGON, Tensei Dragon. On Discord now without numbers. Come find me. It's easier? Question mark. Oh god, I got a lot of stuff coming up. Tomorrow night over on twitch.tv/Random Rhapsody, we are debuting a new show using the Magi Knights Awakening system. It is a D20 based magical girl and tokusatsu style kids at school who fight monsters, kind of Sailor Moonish. That premieres tomorrow evening. On Friday, I'm playing literally the same character because I'm in Glitter Hearts over on Lost Caravan, another magical girl game. And then rounding out this Pride week, I'll be over here with Big Gate Works on Saturday night as well. In addition, the network that I'm for, Bard Rock Cafe, is running a big 2-day-long marathon of RPGs on the 24th and 25th in support of Black Girls Code. We have 2 full days. We have 8 games in a row, except I'm going to sleep for a couple hours in between them, with a bunch of amazing people and a bunch of different systems to showcase, and it's going to be very fun.
No,
That's a lot of stuff. I'm sorry.
no, it's good. A lot of good, busy people. And now that it is my turn, I think I have quite a few things as well. But I have been the GM for today, Steven. I use he, they pronouns. You can find me online, DJ Stevosaurus, a name I came up with when I was 17 and have questioned ever since. But you can find me back here on Neon Lights Roleplay later this week with A Blade's Will as a member of Alliance of Heaven, your friendly neighborhood Inuzuka doctor, the dog with a doctor, or doctor with a dog. Depends on who's more important at the time. Yes, as mentioned, I will also be here for the Monster Hearts one-shot on 6:30. That will be DM'd by Max. You'll also find me on an up-and-coming Bard Rock Cafe podcast, Dungeons and Dialogues, that we are working on getting up and ready. And then sometime in August, you can find me at Lost Caravan RPG playing Hop on Orbital Blues. But once again, thank you so much. There are a ton of good RPGs, TTRPGs, great DMs lined up all throughout the month of June to celebrate Pride Month and help support different organizations. So please stick around with Neon Lights Roleplay, see what we have going on. But that is it for tonight. I hope you all have a good night. Stick around. We are going to raid Singularity RPG. But that's it. Remember, being kind is the most punk thing you can do.